Hey guys, this is Matt for Creative. Here we are at TMC by the Modern Chemist at 181 East Houston Street, and today we're taking a look at two products from the company called SUPERGOOP. Now, this is a sunscreen, and these are two different types of sunscreen that you may have heard of. One is called a chemical, one is called a mineral, and they do two separate things. I'm going to read a little bit off the website, and I'm going to give these a try, but to make it simple, this one kind of incorporates with your skin. This creates a layer on top of your skin to bounce light away. So let's just see what the difference is about these two products, because sometimes the chemical ones from other brands, they have a lot of chemicals. Some are irritants, some are good, some are bad, but this one, at least from what I've seen, it does really well. I have sensitive skin, so I don't really break out. This one does work out well. I have tried this one too, not as much, but this one doesn't really create the thicker layer that you may think of from some mineral sunscreens, because sometimes, because it does sit on top of your skin, that's just what happens. But let's read just a little bit off SUPERGOOP's website. There are two different types. The chemical that has the little yellow band here, and then the mineral with the blue band here. So let's read the chemical first, because that's probably what everybody knows. If you've used something like Neutrogena, this is a type of chemical. It's different from that, but let's see. So the ingredients they list, typically one or more chemicals such as avobenzone or homosalate. And how it works, it absorbs UV light so your skin doesn't. The texture is weightless, sometimes clear, and lets pores breathe, and it is best for everyday use and physical activity. So again, that's this one. This is called Play. They are both Play, and again, chemical and mineral, but SUPERGOOP does have different types, like a body lotion, moisturizer, mousse, everything kind of that would work with your skin. But these are the two kind of basic ones. Everybody has used kind of a spray before, so these are really the two to compare to each other. So the other one is mineral. In the ingredients list, zinc oxide or titanium oxide. How it works, it bounces UV rays away from your skin. The texture can be thicker and made of small white particles which sit atop the skin, and the mineral is best for everyday use, babies, and sensitive skin. So yes, sometimes if I put sunscreen on my face and I don't pay attention to what it is, if it's too oily, I will break out, or I used to break out. I really don't do much anymore. I mean, I have a little bit here because I'm starting to use sunscreen more. I kind of pick up whatever I have in the house. And I do use a mixture of some Neutrogenas, some SUPERGOOPs, and another brand called Kula. So I have a collection of things I use. I probably should be more consistent, but just like everybody, you kind of pick up what you have around, and I don't want to waste anything, so I'm going to use these first. But if I do get more, or when I get more later on this summer, I'm going to go with SUPERGOOP just because it has been one of my favorites, and it does work with my skin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one arm with each, and let's see, we're going to try the chemical first. Now this one lists here non-aerosol, and it's just like this one here too. Both are non-aerosol. This one you do not have to shake up, but just make sure when you do the mineral one, you do have to shake this up to activate. All right, so let's see, we're gonna try this one on. So click open, we're gonna try this one on here. It smells kind of fresh. I like that. All right, so what we have here is just that kind of shiny layer. For me, some people just kind of leave it on their skin. I always like to massage it into my skin just to get that kind of good feeling. And that's it. It's kind of a way. There is a little bit of a shine, but that's kind of going to be what you get with a sunscreen that does sit with your skin. Now the other one that we're going to try here is the one that sits on top of your skin and creates that barrier. Now again, shake to activate. We're going to open, and we're going to put this here. So you can see here, that is white. That is reflecting the light, but that is clearly more white than anything else. What we're going to do is we're just going to massage that in. And remember, this one does sit atop the skin. So you can see here, it is more or less just kind of there, sitting on top of the skin. It feels good. We have both arms here. We have kind of this whiteness that does sit, and we have this. But again, sensitive skin, better for sensitive skin, better for babies, because it's not going into the skin and kind of, what does it say exactly? Absorbing UV light so your skin doesn't. This is going to kind of create that layer. And it is bright here. When I look at my skin, I don't see as much as it shows here in the camera. If you're worried about it being extremely, extremely white, like some other ones are, it's not really that. It shows a lot more on the camera here than it does in person. If I'm just walking around, honestly, I don't see much of anything. It looks almost kind of like this. Let's see, this one has a good shine. I'm reflecting here. And this one is more of a matte after you've rubbed it in. So it's really a preference on what you want to use. They both do come in a 30 SPF, and I believe this one does come with a 50 as well. They both do. But that's me trying this on. They both feel good. This one feels more matte after you kind of like put it with the skin. This one again does have more shine even if I'm rubbing this in. But again, there are two different ways you can go about this: the chemical or the mineral. And in general, if you're not going with the brand SUPERGOOP, I would say go with the mineral more often because it does sit atop your skin. If you have any sensitive skin, it's just going to be better for it because it's not really incorporating with it. It's just going to sit on top of it. And again, for children too, because children sometimes they wipe their eyes, they do anything, they lick themselves because they're kids, and you don't want them to kind of ingest maybe harmful chemicals, even though this one here says on the website, we have never used oxybenzone, a skin irritant and coral reef killer, in any of our formulas. So that's good for them, but sometimes maybe you find an inexpensive sunscreen that does do that. But this is pretty good. So let's see, SPF 30, water resistant to 80 minutes. And this one, also SPF 30, water resistant to 80 minutes. It's always good to find something that's water resistant, especially for me. I run, I bike, and when I do, if I put sunscreen here that's not sweat resistant or water resistant, it goes in my eyes, and it's definitely not good to have that right now because you can't be touching your face. Maybe you're wearing your mask. You just don't want to be touching your face. It's never a good thing. But if you guys have any questions about these two products or any sunscreen, I've used a ton, and if I can't answer it, maybe somebody else can. Put that in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, applaud, and subscribe. And I'm also on Instagram at m8b9. You can email me at matt8b9@gmail.com. But thank you so much, guys, for watching. I'm going to go out in the sun here and enjoy because I have these two here with me. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.